it up, and boom, baby, boom, rise and shine. It's your morning motivation time. Oh shit, dude, I just started the show. Here comes the plane with the sign on it. Can you see it out there? Can you see Homeboy dragging the sign from the Boulder City Airport? This guy comes through here all the time. What a fucking show. We're going to get a rise and shine on this morning, y'all. This is a beautiful Saturday. I've already talked to a bunch of my friends and some of my family, and I have to get a smile, and thankfully I got people in my life. You know, I have been so depressed this last year, kicking myself in the ass, counting all my losses instead of my blessings. And this morning my homie got to call me, and I got a chance to get to break bread with him and talk about friendships and talk about family and even fans, even people I've never even met face to face, is still giving me a smile to my face. So check this out, bro. You ain't. What if I had to say the Saints Addiction Show too soon? No, no, the Saints Addiction Show too soon. It just, you guys would be shocked, right? You'd be like, "Holy shit, this motherfucker put some fucking money up in this bitch." Nah, I didn't put no money up in this bitch, but this sign is super dope, though. Check it out. That's what it takes. Sometimes it takes a big old sign to get our attention, and this one certainly does. That was coming through the other day. I'm not sure what this thing is saying, but this dude's just coming across talking about advertising. There it is. What does it say? Stella? Trey? What's it say? Sterling? Thailand? No? Stella? Text can to 66 Stella Rosa. Stella Rosa. Yes, bless. What a fucking sign. Talk about advertising. You can put a whole motherfucking billboard in the air. These guys are kicking ass and taking names. I wonder who prints them for them. I should go out there and ask them, right? Like, who's your printer, bruh? Who's printing your stuff? Your boy Saint's about to print your stuff. All right. So I haven't smoked yet this morning. Hopefully you guys are smoking and joking, happy as fuck. This morning has been transformational for me, because like in the last 48 hours I've been reaching some information that's just changed my whole perspective of why I was so depressed, and how I calculate my own depression and how people calculate me. I didn't realize that there were people that were willing to drive 6 hours, 3 hours one way, 3 hours the other, just to come visit me and be like, "Oh, I've been following you since Periscope days." And let me order a blanket, and you know, that kind of energy inside of me is now responded to people that now I can reach out to. People that I reached and preached to, preach, and teach, they have now come back and go, "Thank you. Thank you for doing what you're doing and being who you are and being honest about your flaws and being honest about your shortcomings." Yes, this is Saints Addiction. This is the see no, well, not see no evil Jesus. This is the last nug. So Jesus has the last nug, and everybody's shook. Yeah, beards on shirts, not a beard till touches your shirt. But, you know, when I was doing it, you know, people don't want to talk about addiction. They don't want to talk about their shortcomings. They don't want to talk about loss. They don't want to talk about anything that isn't shiny, right? Like, you know, in life, you know, it's like I only want to talk about the shiny shit. I only talk about things that have made me smile or have made my life better, or how awesome I'm doing instead of how not awesome I've been doing. And that's what a lot of people do. They get into this world where they'd much rather you think that their world has changed or that they have changed instead of them actually changing their world and them actually changing. So it's one of those things where we've convinced people through social media just how good our life is. And I'm one of the few shows that goes, "Man, sometimes my shit's all fucked up. Sometimes my shit's not always shiny. I don't know about you, but you know, roses really smell like poo, 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 poo." And that's what we end up doing. We end up forgetting. Let me turn on this heater. You know, we end up wanting to paint prettier pictures than we actually are. We want to say, oh, yeah, man, I got all this love in my life and end up being lonely. Or, oh, I got all this money and end up being broke. Or, I got all this action and end up not doing nothing. And it's just like, besides for faking it to make it, not for nothing, I am so grateful that I started this show a long time ago. I have people that I can call when I'm trying to figure things out, and I got people that will answer, and I got friends that actually deserve to be on the show with me. Join We Club with me now. And I'm just like, man, we gotta record together. I'm talking to the homies like, you're funny as fuck. I got my boy Benny Mac, I got my boy Dominic Cipriano, I got all my people that have been with me for a hot long minute. Now I just lost a round of girlfriends, round of friends, and people come and they go, and I don't know how long they're gonna stay for. It makes me a little apprehensive to get to know people and stuff like that. But since I've reached out and started doing Periscope and doing the YouTube Live, it's reached people. I can talk to people about me and getting the shout out. I got another shout out on the Adam Dunn show. If you guys want to see, let me show you real quick here. Let me show you. I'm proud of this. Busting my ass to get their shirts done. Busting my ass to get their fucking stickers done. Get it there at Oklahoma on time. Making the touchdowns. Getting whatever it takes to get the touchdown. Because I'm a touchdown oriented person. I started to figure it out. I really did. I started to figure out that it's because of my network that I have a net worth. It's because I started talking to these people years ago in the clubs that they're now the club owners. That I started the Periscope years ago, and people still remember me somewhere in their brain, somewhere in their philosophy. I'm in there. And I didn't know that they were still tracking it. I didn't know that they were still watching and like, oh, I've been watching you for fucking since Periscope days. Periscope's been off for 5+ years now, and I still talk to Greg Mendez, Ryan Acevedo. I can go on, bro. And these are all people I've met through Periscope. How crazy is that? Periscope opened up the world to me. And what was I looking up? Oh, here's the shout out. Here's your boy Saint. I got a shout out from the Adam Dunn Show, the Adam motherfucking Dunn Show, baby. And they played my shit, so. Oh, wait, hold up. I got it. Here we go.
Huh? That was the video that was sent to me.
Oh, they already did it right here. Okay, so he got a shout out for your boy Marquis Saint. I didn't even know I was gonna get on the commercial and to get people, friends that have people have been in my scenario, in my realm, literally haven't forgot me and added me to the commercial, to the show. I got friends in high places. I'm very, very grateful for the scenario and the way that things have transpired. Let me see. There's this one. Is it this one? Where's the... There it is. Okay, so we did the seedsherenow.com. I'm sitting here and I'm watching the videos and I'm watching at the end, and I didn't even think all the way to the end. If you see here in the commercials, like 2 hours and 30 minutes in, your boy Marquis Saint goes, wait.
I got one more shout out.
Oh yes, we got
Marquis Saint. Mark Saint. There we are.
You guys ready?
Ready?
Whoa.
Yes.
Wow. And this is also a shout out to J-Lo.
Is there monkeys fucking right there?
He's such an asshole, Dave. Is there monkeys fucking? No, dick.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
That was it. I thought
That was it.
Didn't you do a video of him making a sticker?
Well,
He didn't give you...
That was the video that was sent
Look,
to
he's
me.
like, where's the stickers that we made it?
Oh, okay.
So Mark has, I know he did a video, I saw it, of him making our stuff, and it was really cool.
Yes.
Why did he send us that?
Look, he was about to grab his phone and ask me. Shout out to Mark.
And
Shout out to Dan.
Thank you. I got a shout out on a commercial. I'm actually on the commercial, the reels when they pay the bills at the end. Saints Addiction's officially there. I shouted out my, the Last Nug shirts. I had a couple different shirts and maybe like 10 different designs in that reel. And yeah, bro, this is how I feel. I feel like I'm coming out of a very bad situation to find myself in a better situation, to find myself in a more solid mental state, that I will no longer lose my temper, that I will no longer get frustrated with people and dip my level down to that level and just know that I have people that love me, people that actually support me, and people that understand me. So if there's for people that don't get it, and it's been this way my whole life, I'm like, well, get to the line. That's a long line of people that don't get me, don't understand me, misunderstand my energy, and it starts feeling really, really lonely. Like I lost my tribe, or I've lost some people, but maybe those aren't your people. You know, I mean, they don't really tell you that in school and stuff, but you know, maybe those aren't your people. You know, like when we're clocking in for some family and friends, you know, not even sometimes it's your family that you can get along with. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it is your family that you don't get along with. Sometimes them's the people that you don't want to be near. And that's what ends up happening, is that we put people around us that might not necessarily be a part of the tribe or the vibe. And that's why we have to have this conversation this morning. It's like, you know, not for nothing, you're going to have to keep going out there into the world and find something that people can bind to, you know, that people can remember you for. Like, oh yeah, you're the shirt guy, or you're the sticker guy, or you're the girl that does the thing, right? And you're like, yeah, that's me. You get some kind of notoriety, and notoriously known for doing this certain thing. And that's what I wanted to do in my whole life with marketing, was to tell people, okay, well, if my perfect day, you know, was to drive around and hand out, you know, weed swag bags, and I did a lot of magazines for the years and just talked to people, and that was my perfect day, bro. I just said, you know, what I really want to do is just cruise around, smoke weed in my car, you know, talk to people till they tell me to leave their establishment, and that's what I wanted to do. Like I was like, that would be an awesome day for me. An awesome day would be to wake up on my own fruition and do my own workouts, get my mind and body right, so I can go out into the world and execute things, so I can be effective. And then when I'm out there, now I'm showered and shaved. Well, maybe not shaved, but ready for the day, ready to talk to people without having my mental shit all up in my shit. I've already worked it out at the gym. I've already meditated it out in the morning, and I've already done my breathing exercises. So I'm a better human in front of those humans instead of a scattered human, which I've obviously been known for doing. And that's just been me getting to know my anxiety, you know, getting to know my environment. Didn't realize that I would get so scared. You know, I didn't realize that I could get so scared that I didn't have control over my future, other people. And it wilded me out, bro. You know, like, not to, just to keep it 1,000 and 1,000 plus real. You know, it really got to me that I was not in control of me, and that you know, when other people, they're my friends, and I'm a bit of a celebrity, or they're just watching the show. But you know, the truth of it all, that I had a tough time because my heart rate would go up. I would get so scared, and so much anxiety would come over me that I didn't even know I was tripping. You know what I mean? I didn't know I was tripping. I just thought I was fighting, and that I was just supposed to show up and just start boxing my way out of the scenario and being as aggressive and put that kind of energy to something, just so it would work or function and be different than the way it was going. And I don't know how many of you guys are obsessed about control, or you know, or what kind of control you have over yourself or others. You know, I've always been a control freak. Let me get my, I'm missing something here. I need my, I need a chopstick. I need chopstick to make my weed go back inside, you know? And I'm just reflecting on, you know, literally what it takes for me to get my mind right, and all the people that I have to call and check in with, and all the people that I can call and check in with. It's a huge difference than somebody that's just your friend on an Instagram and you never get to talk to him. Dude, I called all my friends. Called my boy Dominic. He's got his shirt off and he's in his house working out. Got my calls from my boy Coda this morning. He's checking on me, making sure everything's straight, and just having a normal conversation like men do. And it's healthy for us. We don't even have to talk about our mental untrust or mental issues or whatever else things that we got going on. It's just the fact that you have somebody to listen to and talk to has been huge. It's been transformative for me, that I got people that are like, okay, well, you're not so shiny right now. You know, you just been through one of the worst parts of your life, but my grandma still loved me. My mom still loved me. For a minute there, she didn't love me, but she still loves me and she still shows me love and she still supports me. And I'm grateful for that. My brother, me and him are still starting to dust it off. Like, he's even called me on Thanksgiving. I never thought my brother would give a fuck during the holidays, but he thought about me and reached out. And I'm just like, yeah, man, my family does care about me. As much as I fought with those motherfuckers, they still care about me. And so does my fucking friends. You know, that they're like, I was so close to killing myself and they would have been pissed, bro. Like, for this fucking chick, the single mom that almost killed your boy, the shiny saint, and still wants to keep killing me and still wants to fucking invade me and invade my happy spots. And I'm just like, that's not what I need. You know, I need real friends. I need real fans. Not my fans aren't trying to come show up and kill me. They're kind of show up and be with me and experience the energy with me. So, you know, it's one of those things that I've been interested in learning more about. You know, I was just more, who are my real friends and who can I really talk to, and do I really need a psychologist, and how am I going to process all this stuff that's in my life or in my head and in my soul. And that's why you got to ask yourself, as a normal human being, what are you going to do to transform your life? Who are you going to lean on? You know, and that's the thing that most humans, I don't need no man, I don't need nobody to make me happy. I do. I'll be the first one to tell you, I do. I need it. It's part of us as social creatures, is that we need each other to get to this level. You're going to need somebody to talk to. Not just you in your own head. I felt like I was having a fucking one-way argument conversation in a straitjacket in a white padded room by myself, fucking going crazy because I was the only one having the thoughts. But when I put it out there in the air and get some kind of response, I can calculate better. I get by with a little help from my friends. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of that's more of the Beatles, but there's another song called Tame Impala. Tame Impala, and they make one of my favorite lyrics is something that no, it's not Tame Impala. Hold up, I'm fucking up. It's the Phoenix United. Yes, Phoenix United. They say an end can be a start. Feels like I'm buried, but still alive. Phoenix United. And they said, if I ever feel better, I'm gonna play this song in the background. Probably be too much, but they said, my friends, you know, I get by with little help of my friends, and on that note, we'll bless up and talk about the exclusiveness, the, you know, why I'm so picky on my friends and why I'm so hard on my friends and harder on my women and people around me, because I'm expecting you to quit. I'm expecting you to quit like everybody else in my life. And when that other shoe drops, I'm aware of it. Does that make more sense? Yeah, exactly. So that's where I live in my world. I live in the world where these things change, and I wanted to be ready for that change, you know?
They say an end can be a start. Feels like a barbarian still alive. It's like a bad day that never ends. I feel the chaos around me, a thing I don't try to deny. I better learn to accept that
There's things in my life that I can't control.
they say never nothing but the soul.
I don't even know what love is.
Many times I've had to fall.
I know I'm so tired of it all.
I have no terror of these spells. Finding out the secret words will tell.
Whatever it can't be named.
There's a part of my world
I can't wait. You know I want to be clever. Not so superior. Shoot like ice, shoot like fire.
No one knows that a breeze pulling me away. No one knows there's much more dignity
In the bag of the body of victory. I'm loving the balance on the tightrope. Tell me please, tell me please, tell me please, tell me please. If I ever feel better. If you give me your number, when it's all over, I'll let you know. Hang on to the good things. I can lean on my friends. They help me through in the hard times. yes, bro. My fucking friends and my family have helped me through hard times. And this is the show to thank them and say, you know, if it wasn't for those people, if it wasn't for those people to reach out and help me and reach out and then say, hey, I've known you since Periscope, or hey, I'm still a fan, or hey, we're now friends. And I went from fan to friends. You know what I'm saying? Like almost some friends went to family, and how some of my family didn't step up, but some of my family did. And then, like, you know, the people that are there. You know, that's what we got to count. The people that are there, not the people that aren't, not the people that want to argue, not the people that aren't in your corner. There's a lot of that. And I used to be like, man, I think we were all friends. And I lost like 10 friends from I lost the baby. I lost love. I lost friendships. I mean, it was just a whole shit show, a cacophony of fucking events that just made me not trust as much. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'm never supposed to be in love. I'll never be in love again. I'm unlovable. And started telling myself that kind of shit when in all actuality, I'm plenty lovable. I got plenty of friends. I forget that. And I test my friends too. These are just friends that just been around. These are people that have been around for 20 plus years, bro. I'm getting that old and know me and know my insecurities and know my innuendos and know my patterns and know, you know, the secret parts. I don't have to show up and explain everything from jump. You know what I mean? Then you got to get some friends that you know personally, that know you personally, so you can tell them your personal business and share it safely. Talk about it all the time. Source and Smoke Safely is the Join Weed Club shirt on the card. Literally, that's the whole program, so we could all source and smoke safely, so we don't have to go to some weird ass parking lot and somebody say some crazy ass shit to us. I know it's hard to see because it's got all this weed, but right there it says source and smoke safely. Source and smoke safely. And to find somebody that's a safe harbor for you, somebody that you can talk to. We always talk about men's mental health. It's women's mental health too. You're going to have to get more than just a psychologist. You're going to have to get some friends, and not just some friends that only listen to you and then they talk, but people that are really empathetic to your needs and what you're going to been going through. I would have never made it if it wasn't for these people. I'm being honest with you. And I'm grateful that I'm grateful for myself that even in my midst of my depression, I still kept walking, I still kept working out, and those chemicals inside me helped me battle this depression, this loss, this grief, this hurt, this pain. It's so tremendous. You need external advice. You're going to need external energy. You're going to need external input. And that's what ends up happening in our lives is we just we put it off and put it out there. And then it's like, no, I need something. You know, I need other human beings. I need the input of other people. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I wanted to know is go talk to people. It's like, this is real to me. You know, this is as real as the dick in my hands, as I usually say. It's like, some people, they're doing great. You'll walk past them, they can sit at the bar, smile with their friends, high five, their lives are put together. Some people are still smiling, doing those high fives, but they're about to have the worst night of their lives. You know, it's quickly how alcohol churns, quickly how exes churn, quickly how people churn. It's hard to trust. It's hard to build trust. It can't buy it on the shelf. Once it's gone, it's expired. It's like milk. You know what I mean? What are you going to do with spoiled milk? It's gone, you know, and that's what we end up doing. We end up not trusting, you know, not believing in the thing that heals us the most, bro. More than any medicine in the planet, it's the human connection. It's the people that you can talk to and pull up and go, yo, I'm not doing well. And that's why I was so grateful for these last 24, 48 hours with my friends that I could call them up and say, I need someone to talk to. This is so huge, fundamental, and it's going to be in the Saintsgiving app, you know, so you can be a saint for somebody else. Maybe you've lost someone and just want to talk to someone else. They're dead, so now you can be a savior. You can be a saint to somebody else. You could reach out and be like, I just lost a cousin too. I just lost a father. Probably a man, because this is what we are. You know, men have 3 times more chance of being suicidal. And I know why. You know, we're the types to go all in blindly and put all our chips in, and we could crap out. You know, women, they could change their minds at any moment. They can change their allegiance. They can they're allowed to not keep their word or accountability. You know, like they break rank and you know, We don't love them hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like these hoes ain't loyal. Okay, so like I'm trying to really put it out there that, and when somebody that's emotional, I don't feel that way. I don't feel like working out. I don't feel like having your baby. I don't feel like they do that all the time. Like I don't feel like people that aren't on the payroll, people that won't quit on you, people that don't just feel differently all of a sudden. They feel what you feel. They hop into the foxhole with you. They feel you. They hear you. And that's all we need is to be heard and understood and felt. And sometimes more felt, like maybe with a hug or some rubbing involved. But to shake off this thing called life, you gotta rub that shit out. You're gonna have to fucking pat it on the back. Say, you know what, dude, you're not doing as bad as you think you're doing. You need people around you, key people, not just friends and not just family and not just fans, but just people around you that are supportive of your vision and supportive of you. And no matter what condition you are in, there's going to be a time where you're sick and you're going to need a doctor, or you're going to need a friend, or you're going to need a family member to take care of you. And that happens to all of us. So maybe you're strong today. Going, no, it sucks to be you. You're sick. Till I walked past you, got the fucking autoimmune disease, and now I'm sick. I need some help. Well, you weren't helping me. And then you know a situation where people are, you weren't there for me. I wasn't there for you. We're not really friends. You can tell when people are there for you. And that's what this show is about. There's people that have been there for me. And there's just like, wow, man. I can call up Jess from New Hampshire. She's known me since Periscope. I could call up Greg, who's now in California, but he was from Mississippi and drove all the way from Mississippi to New Orleans to come meet me during Mardi Gras. I'm like the craziest traffic of New Orleans ever all year, and he showed up. Amazing. The shows have been amazing for me. Fun people, baby psycho. I get some weird messages in the DMs. I don't know what they think of me or perceive of me or perceive of the show. It's very weird. Everyone gets interpretations, assumptions. You assume, you make an ass out of yourself. And I'm also a human being. I know that I'm on a show and I'm live, so I try to act appropriately, but mostly I'm trying to be truthful and honest, extremely honest, like Saints Addiction's about, being extremely honest about some extreme dichotomy and some tough subjects, and not to pull punches and talk about just soft subjects so everyone's okay. Someone's always going to get pissed off. Someone's always going to think the message is about them. Someone's always going to think that the message is construed so many different ways because we're all different. We're processing it differently. I don't know, man. I just put out the show, but my main point was to get people around a healthier lifestyle. About people that don't irritate you, about people that do support you. And there's people that are going to make you want to fight, and there's people that are going to make you want to fuck. And like, I'd rather fuck than fight. You know what I'm saying? I'd much rather be a lover than a fighter, and get the love out of me and make me shine and remind me of my shine, and not try to talk shit to me, call me names, break me down, fucking be abusive and narcissistic. I'm going to go find it where the person's becoming giving instead of taking, right? Understanding instead of argumentative, right? Supportive instead of disappearing. This is what I'm talking about. This is the exact type of deal that's going on there. And it sucks because, you get close to some human beings. I've got people that disappeared on me left, right, and straight, and people I've probably blown out of pocket with my asshole ways and the way that I talk or my disrespect or whatever was perceived. I can find that sometimes. Yeah, if I find like the gloves are off and it's time to be disrespectful, my tongue will be as fucking sharp as the next guy's. I can give you a piece of the work. But I've also been able to find my new move is the step back. Maybe I don't need to get involved with that. Maybe I need to get involved with other people that really do see what I see and believe what I believe, and also not necessarily even have to believe what I believe, but back my beliefs because I am who I am and they are really who they are, and they're there in a situation to support, right? In a perspective of positivity towards you instead of judgment or negativity or misunderstanding. Those aren't your people. You're going to have to find some people. And that's what this whole show's about. All my heart from the start, boy Marky saying Saints Addiction. Get yourself a shirt. Each purchase is going to Saints Giving. That's how we do it around here. And yeah, just learning more of how to be a giver and a better human being and to knock off all the bullshit and come with the true shit, if you know what I really mean. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. It's all about the algorithm, and it's also about engagement. So if you can comment below and tell me, how grateful you are to have your support system and how far you would have fell it further if you didn't have your support system, and how much effort you put back into your support system so it supports you. Peace. See you on the other side. Ciao.